welcome to our assembly. Today we will talk about the history and story of Diwali, the traditions, clothing, food, and end with a spectacular dance.
Phones are not to be used because our photographer, Mr. Marcus, thank you for coming, will be taping and taking pictures of our performance. So enjoy the show and watch with your eyes.
Deepavali, the Festival of Lights.
Deepavali is the most important religious festival celebrated for Hindu. It is also called Diwali, Diwali, or Deepavali, and it's commonly referred to as the Festival of Lights.
Deepavali is a day where family and friends come together to spread joy and happiness.
Deepavali celebrates the Hindu New Year. It is a celebration of the triumph of good over evil and the victory of light over darkness.
The name Deepavali originated from ancient Indian Sanskrit language, which means row of lights. Deepa means light, and Avali means row.
Deepavali is celebrated differently from different countries and people.
There are various legends or stories that refer to the festival. They traditionally involve the Hindu gods Rama, Lakshmi, and Krishna.
Originally, Deepavali was celebrated as a harvesting festival in India, but today it is celebrated as the Festival of Light by Hindus all around the world. The festival is celebrated with sparkles, firecrackers, and fireworks that are held in many places.
Fun fact, did you know that the celebration occurs on the no moon night?
The Deepavali festival can last up to 5 days. This year it's going to last from 30 October to 3rd November.
Deepavali can be very special around the globe, and it is important because it gives good luck in relationships with families. Some people even tattoo on their hands, legs, shoulders, foot, or wherever they want to put it for luck.
One of the major features of Diwali is the story of Prince Rama and his wife Sita. The story comes from India and happened many years ago. Rama's father was a king. He was becoming very old.
Rama, I am become too old to rule. I would like you to take over and rule the land.
I do not want Rama to be king. I want Prince Bharat, his brother, to be king.
The king didn't want to upset his wife, so he told Rama and Sita to leave the kingdom.
Rama, you and Sita must leave the kingdom and not come back 14 years.
So Rama and Sita both left to live in a forest. Rama's other brother called Prince Lakshmana also joined them. After many years, the old king died. Rama, Sita, and Lakshman, I have come to tell you to return to the kingdom. The king is dead and now you can be the new king.
I cannot return to the kingdom. It has not been 14 years yet. I will not break my promise. You will have to return to the kingdom to look after the people.
Meanwhile, a nasty demon called Ravana was watching Sita. Ravana had 10 heads and 10 arms. He wanted to take Sita to his castle when Rama and Lakshmana were busy hunting. He caught Sita and took her to an island far away.
Hanuman, the king of monkeys, and saw Ravana take Sita away in his castle on the island.
You must get Sita back. Will you help me find Ravana's castle and rescue Sita?
Of course, come with me, I'll show you the way.
Ravana, we are here to rescue Sita. Come out and fight us.
Fine, but you will never defeat me.
I know how to defeat Ravana. He has a weak point.
Tell us how.
Ravana's weakest point is his belly button. If you fire an arrow at his belly button, you might be able to defeat him.
Thank you for saving me.
It has been long enough. Rama and Sita, you should return to the kingdom to rule as king and queen.
Rama and Sita started to make the long journey back to the kingdom.
They traveled together on the back of an oak.
When they reached their palace, it was very dark, so the people placed little lights outside their houses so they could find their way.
These lights are called diya. That's why the story you have heard is called Diwali.
Foods. Laddu. Here are some ingredients for the batter: flour, baking soda, and water. For the syrup, sugar, cardamom pods, saffron, and rose water.
This is called gajar ka halwa, which in English is called carrot halwa. It is made of carrot, milk, sugar, dried fruits, and koya, which is milk fat. You can also make halwa with other ingredients like almond meat, etc.
Samosas. Samosas have lots of different ingredients in them, including spices, mashed potato, and vegetables. All the ingredients are wrapped in a triangular-shaped dough.
Muruku. Muruku is a delicious savory snack that you must have during Deepavali. It is made from a semi-solid rice dough and black bean flour kneaded into shape and then deep fried in oil. It is sometimes dusted with sesame seeds and salt. Oftentimes, before cooking, vegetables are added to the paste. At the most, there are only 5 ingredients, but it is very hard to make.
Coconut burfi. A sweet, thick milk with sugar to make a doughy consistency, shaped as a rectangle with nuts and coconuts.
Karanji is made with a deep pastry cut into circles, which is loaded with sweet filling shaped into half molds and then deep fried. When stuffed, it is stuffed with shredded coconut, dried fruits, sugar, and sesame seeds.
Jalebi. Deep fried made of flour battered in pretzel or circular shapes, which are then soaked in sugar syrup.
Kaju Katli. Kaju Katli is a diamond-shaped sweet with an amazing smooth and mouth texture. The main ingredients are nuts, sugar, and cardamom powder. Kaju Katli literally means cashew slice, but don't eat too much, it can make your teeth silver.
Pani Puri. Pani Puri is a delicious snack for whenever you crave a mouth-watering dish. The main reason Pani Puri is eaten during Diwali is because it is easy to make, fun to eat with family, and can for sure make a yummy, joyful mess when you try to put the whole thing in your mouth at once.
Paneer tikka, chunks of paneer Indian cottage cheese, drowned in a spicy marinade with a yogurt skewered and roasted in a home oven or Tandoor traditional clay oven. The cheese also makes a great vegetarian option to tandoori chicken, fish, or prawn tikka.
our friend Amelia is not here and Ricky would not like to speak, we've made a video for you to watch and enjoy.
Wearing a traditional dress during Deepavali is a way to celebrate the festival with cultural and religious meaning. It is a common tradition to wear new or traditional clothing as a symbol of renewal, purity, and the special nature of the occasion.
That is very interesting!
The dress for Deepavali is called a lehenga. It is pronounced like you're saying le-hang-ga. There are many other dresses, such as saris, anarkali suits, salwar kameez, and kurtis.
Did you know that the sari is made of silk and cotton? We know about saris because they're graceful and elegant, and come in lots of different bright colors. Men wear liner kurta and is made of cotton, silk, and georgette. It also comes in many different colors and sizes. They are also from India. The kurta has patterns in it, like flowers, buttons, spots, whatever you can put on it. Yeah. It's recommended for people to avoid wearing black, brown, and grey, as it is the festival of lights and defeat over dark and whatnot, which means come with dark colours. And finally, the kurta is from Central Asia, more specifically India.
Traditions. People pray to Goddess Lakshmi on the pray to Goddess Lakshmi on Diwali by performing the auspicious Lakshmi Puja at their homes and offices. They ask the goddess to bless them with prosperity, happiness, peace, and wealth. They celebrate that by using little lights called diyas.
Diyas represent the trump of light over good over evil. People normally use clay to make the diya.
People who celebrate Deepavali normally clean their houses and decorate with rangolis. Rangolis are colorful diyas. That's why it's called the Festival of Light. Home cleaning. In Diwali, people clean their houses to make it new and colorful to represent the light to spirit.
Henna is used for all sorts of things. Parties, celebrations, weddings, important events, and more. You can have henna in all sorts of colours, like pink, red, blue, white, which is most used in weddings, and multicolour. Henna is a reddish dye prepared from the dried and powdered leaves from the henna tree.
Fireworks. Fireworks hold cultural and spiritual symbolizing tied to the myths and legends behind Diwali. Illuminating the skies with colorful lights represent the tribes. After the puja, people go outside and celebrate by lighting fireworks. They share from the feast with treats and desserts. Legends behind Diwali. Illuminating the skies with sparkling lights represent the triumphs of good over evil and knowledge over ignorance.
Speaking of fire, I know another Diwali tradition. Hawan or Havan is a fire offering when you burn a coconut. Why a coconut? It is believed to keep the fire calm and bring happiness and prosperity.
Odissi, Manipuri, Satriya, and Kuchipudi have a special place in Deepavali celebrations. Bharatanatyam, originating from Tamil Nadu, is perhaps the most well-known. Kathakali comes from the southwestern India around the state of Kerala. Kathakali is traditionally performed by boys and men, even for female roles.
That concludes our Deepavali assembly. We hope you enjoyed and enjoy the rest of your day and happy Deepavali.